If it's too loud though, you guys can chat and let me know. But welcome guys to Starcraft Remastered. We're going to be jumping into the campaign. I gotta go with the original first before Brutal Art. Oh gosh. It's been so long. I used to play so much Starcraft every day after school, user map settings all day. Now, it actually lets you play the other campaigns first if you want to, but I'm going to be messing around with the Terran campaign first. This is a great game, probably one of my easily in my top 10. Like, Starcraft is a masterpiece. Like, it's great. So anyways, there's 3 different races. This game is RTS. I'm not going to skip out on any of the cutscenes unless like I think that we should skip them because like it's redundant. But it's been so long since I played. Yeah, anyways. Oh jeez. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to be reading it because I just want to hear the music in the background because it's like, wait, does it scroll? There's not much of that. It usually narrates everything. Okay, here it goes.
Welcome to Marsara, Magistrate. The equipment demonstration you requested is prepared and may be initiated at your convenience.
Alright, that's it? Oh.
Start to begin the demonstration. You may skip the demonstration by selecting Skip Tutorial. Okay,
I'll do the tutorial just so I can show you guys how the game works. I've been a Masters in Starcraft 2. Starcraft 1 didn't have like a ranking system. But anyways, click on the next tip, cycle through the available tips. Okay. I honestly don't need the tips, but I do want to do something. Is it? Oh gosh, well, it just tells you the SCV can mine minerals. First things first. If you're playing this game, put this, max that out. The game's speed has to be super fast. I don't know if the audio is too loud, but I think it might be too loud. If it is too loud, guys, let me know. Or if it's not loud enough, let me know. But I'm going to edit this a little bit, just in case. Okay. But yeah, the game is always played at max speed. Now, unlike StarCraft 2, where you can get as many units as possible, StarCraft 1, you're only allowed to hold 12 units, but you can have control groups. And it's not BS? Okay. So, yeah, this game is much harder than the new StarCraft. Max volume scrub. Oh, hey, what's up, Cool Kobe? You're gonna hear my keyboard a lot. That's normal in the StarCraft community to hear your keyboard. Oh, it doesn't even show you what your control groups are. So these are our general infantry units. They're the Marines. So it's like the beginner units. So how RTS games work is you basically mine minerals, which is resources, to build units, and you attack the enemy's base. Actually, I think you can move this. Yeah, I can move this closer because the Terrans can lift off their buildings to move closer. So it was, I think, is it F10? It is. Okay, so you can check the mission objective is to build 3 supply depots, build a refinery, and gather 100 Vespene gas. Okay. Okay, so there's no point of even building anything else. All right. So basically, yes, you build units and you attack. That's the gist of it. But like this game has such a high skill ceiling. It's insane how hard this game is to play at like a higher level. It's been a while since I played StarCraft just in general, but I mean I can learn real fast. Oh, okay. So if I hit control, if I hold control and hit 1, this is my like unit group. If I hit 1 at any point, I can go to it. So if I had this as like control 2, I can like go back in between my unit selections. You can also select buildings. You can select rally points, which means if I build a unit, I can make it so it spawns. It's called rally point. I just hit R and then I select anywhere, and as soon as I build a unit, so basically, oh, actually I don't really need this. It just immediately will place the unit in that area. But for the objective here, we really need to get gas. So that's another resource. In StarCraft, there's 2 resources. There's minerals and there's gas. A lot of like the higher tech requires more gas, and I believe a refinery costs 75, but it's been so long. Oh, they're 100 now. They've gone through iterations of patches in the game as well. I'm not sure if this has patches. I'm assuming it does though. But Actually, I think you can shift click in this game. Can you? Oh, you can. So if you hold down shift and click, so if I click right here and then right here, he'll go from there and then he'll go over there. So it queues up the move. And I don't know if any of you guys play Warcraft. Learning with me, yeah. I figure I'll give you guys some background knowledge because this game is popping right now on Twitch. It was, I don't know if it's still like one of the top 5 games. Can someone get that verification? Is this game still a top 5 game on Twitch? I don't think it'll last too long because like obviously there's a big hype. It just launched today. I mean the game is great, but the problem is it's too hard to play, and it's too hard for people to like. Well, it's too hard for people to play. Therefore, it's harder to relate to, and it's not the most easy game to understand, especially since like there's so much mechanics in this game. Like, if you have the high ground in Starcraft and they're on the low ground, you have a chance to miss. I know it sounds weird, but in Starcraft 2 they made it so you don't have vision, so you can't even hit at all if you know you're on the high ground. And I mean, if you're looking up the ramp, you can still shoot them. But like, if this was an enemy and I was right here. If they're in the fog of war, you can't shoot them. That's how it works. But yeah, so we just have to. There we go. We won already. This was kind of like an intro tutorial. They basically tell you things, but I'll tell you things much faster. Already dead. Wait, it's number 6 above P.O by almost 600 views. Oh, okay, gotcha. Close enough to top 5 though. I mean, that's still pretty good for StarCraft. The game used to be like #1 esports. Oh wait.
Good evening, Magistrate. I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Confederate traffic has increased substantially within the system due to the recent Protoss destruction of the Chow Sara colony. The Confederates have tightened security on all outlying systems, and it's likely that this colony will be locked down as well. An encrypted Confederate transmission came for you while you were at dinner. Replaying transmission.
Greetings, Magistrate. I'm General Edmund Duke of the Confederate Security Forces Alpha Squadron. The Confederacy has quarantined this entire planet, and we'll proceed with a lockdown within 48 hours. You're to relocate your core colonists to the outlying wastelands. Now, I know there won't be any problems with these new arrangements.
Transmission ended. I have contacted the local marshal, James Rayner. Rayner has agreed to meet your personnel en route and escort them to the new wasteland site.
Okay, and we just hit start. So, like I said, I can explain things much faster, and if I can, then I'm just gonna skip out on most of the tips. Oh, it's just telling you can. I think there's probably something we're gonna attack. So these are your builder guys, and like sometimes you use them as frontline in like really cheesy strategies. But let me know if the audio is too loud. Can someone know? Let me know if the audio is too loud. Oh, hello, Dupjos. How's it going?
Howdy, boys. I'm Jim Rader, marshal of these parts.
Oh, I did Dupjos. It's pretty funny, man. So Terran, which is the human race, with the exception of medics, their stuff cannot be healed, but you can repair buildings and mech units. And the mission director was what? Oh, barracks, 10 Marines, Rainer must survive. Okay. Oh, and this one, I think in this StarCraft, you actually want to have them mine, like, specific minerals. Otherwise, like, the AI isn't, like, too good. So you just have to build the barracks. And one thing that's always important is to go to options. I don't know if it's going to keep it. Okay, it does keep it. That's good. The speed max. Too silent. Wait, you didn't hear anything, or are you trolling me? I feel like I'm getting pranked. But oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, Ruth. Well, there were some Korean players that didn't make it in Korea, and what they did is they came over to the U.S. and then they would compete under other country names, even though they were still Korean. I don't know if that's like cheating, or some people felt like that was unfair because they're like, it's still a Korean player. He just moved over here because it's easier to rank up, and also this is like before streaming was big though. I just feel like the audio is really loud, but you guys have to let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough. But like I said, I feel like it should be okay. All right, so we need to build a barracks and training at 10 Marines. I'm pretty sure this counts as like the 5 Marines. Oh, this guy has spider mine, so this is a hero unit. Hero units in this game are like usually super OP. So you can like mouse over and check all their stats. We're gonna do what's called kiting. And we're gonna shoot and then run, and then we're gonna shoot and run, and he's never gonna be able to catch up. And also the AI is not the smartest. Sometimes you can actually outskill the AI pretty easy. Oh, it won't even, okay. Like, it's also nice that I'm seeing like all the advances StarCraft 2 has made from this original iteration. So anyways, this is a hero unit, and he has an ability to place down mines, and these mines will actually blow up. Now, one strategy, if the opponent sees the mine, he can kill him if he has something that can detect cloaked units. But I think there is a button that lets you like go back from old school. Like, if you guys want to see what this game looked like, it's more than 10 years ago. Is it 20 years? 1997, I believe, is when the game came out. So 20 years ago, guys. Holy. Or is that 20 years ago? Right? 1997? Anyways, so if I go to options, I think there's an option to go to game and go to like, oh wait, I want to display this. Oh, you can make an alert? Yes! So you can put this thing down over here called, it's an APM counter, and that stands for actions per minute. Now, usually people will be like around 200-ish. If they're like, well, I mean, I can make my APM really high, right? I can do things like this, and I can just make the APM go up super high, and it doesn't really even do anything. Like, it's not actual efficient APM, but it actually helps out a lot. What's Marine M? Okay, normally it's like A for StarCraft 2, but yeah, you have like, I have control groups. Let me actually do this real quick. So I want my whole army there. I want this guy on too. So yeah, we'll just go around. But yeah, if you want to be good at this game, pretty much you need a higher APM. Warcraft is another game that's similar, but I don't know if, did Warcraft have the APM counter roost? There's another base over there. Okay, so how many? There's 10 Marines and then what? Oh, that's it. Build the barracks and 10 Marines. Okay, so now, the first few missions are really simple, and I'm gonna breeze through them, but it will get super hard. This game is not a game for normies, definitely. Mines to blow in, no one has ever done that. Okay, keep in mind, this game was made 20 years ago. It was a super amazing first time. It still is a really amazing game. I'm totally biased, though. I love this game so much.
Get your refugees tucked in nice and tight. Provided you can sidestep any more surprises from our Confederate friends, and we can keep them away from those critters, they should have an easy time.
Priority alert. Backwater station under attack by unknown alien organisms. Distress beacon activated at 0658. Alerting Confederate headquarters on Tarsonis. Stand by for incoming transmission.
We've already received the distress beacon from Backwater, and we'll take care of it. You just sit tight. You'll be notified if there's anything we think you need to know.
Damn. Listen, if we wait for Confederate reinforcements, that station's dust. I'll head out there now, do what I can. You send in some militia, and we'll save those folks. Trust me.
Oh, by the way, this game has an expansion pack, but they include it for free. Or I guess you're buying it, so I don't know if they consider it for free. But anyways, yeah, that's Brood War. So make sure you select, it'll say original or expansion, but the expansion is completely different campaign. Okay, the Terran refineries are extracted and protest assembler must be constructed. Okay.
Glad to see you, boys. Time to kick some serious butt.
So I'm gonna put this in control 1, control 2, and then control 3. And what is the objective on this one? Eradicate. Okay, so we actually have to kill things. That's good. So it'll be more entertaining for you guys. And like I said, the hero units are super OP. You can do a lot of the missions with just the hero unit. Like literally, I could beat this with probably just this. So I'm going to put this over here. You also want to use the like terrain to your advantage in this game. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. Actually, I want to see what the AI does. Okay, so it'll actually no. See, like I said, you can prank the AI pretty good in this game. And sometimes you'll see players just spamming on their keyboard, like you'll hear it. But it's to warm up their hands and keep them warm. So when things actually do go down, they actually are able to keep up with the pace of it. It's kind of like how a jogger will jog in place. I don't know the exact timings for this, but like you can efficiently do a lot of animation canceling in the game. But it's been so long since I played this game. But seriously, any race playing Protoss without 250 is impossible in Bro? What? You're talking about a super high level? I mean, there's going to be a lot of newer players that come into this game, but this game is super elitist. Like, if you're just like, oh, I never played StarCraft, I want to try it out, and you play multiplayer, you're going to get destroyed, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't really like this game. Because it's too hard of a game, especially this day and age, when games are so easy these days. But I like that, though. That's something that I feel like is different. It's awesome, because, like I said, so you can't actually hold shift in mine minerals. That kind of sucks. It's a huge improvement, again, that StarCraft 2 did. It's just so much nicer. Like I was saying before, you could actually repair the vehicles. Anything that has, like, it'll say vehicle plating, or I think there's starship plating, but that's for different units. You can upgrade these. The Marines get, like, 1 extra damage per upgrade. Everything can be upgraded 3 times. Certain things will be upgraded and actually add more than 1 damage. Usually it's like the slower attacks or like the larger units. Those ones will actually cost this. Actually, everything costs the same in terms of upgrades, I believe, in this game, with the exception of like very specific upgrades like the Marine range. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, we can build an engineering bay. So I'm gonna build an engineering bay, and we don't actually need. Oh wait, we can build. Wait. No, they don't let you build an academy, which is for fire bats. Those guys have actual like a flamethrower. But okay, hold on. Okay. I was gonna show you guys the mine, but looks like the AI is like too ding dong, so unneeded. Also, let me go and grab this. You can't select to build things. Okay, well, I'll have to have this as control 5. This bunker we can use. So the Zerg, how they work is, can you get in this? Okay, it'll actually let you get. Okay, so how the Zerg work is they have to build on what's called creep, and they can't build off of creep, with the exception of the thing that's like their main building. And this is a bunker. You can put your units inside, and it provides cover. And once that dies, the units will actually come out of the bunker. Oh, so some of the objectives let you take control over buildings, like because you like they're like part of your team now. Where did I rally these? Oh, I thought I rallied them over here. All right. So I'm gonna hit rally point here. Like I said, it's been a while since I played. I swear, by just the way you're moving your mouse, you play this so much. Like I said, I used to play a lot of StarCraft 2. I never streamed it though. Well, like when I was playing competitively, but what I mean competitively is just like in the game, not like actually going to tournaments. Like the amount of skill that you need for StarCraft is like crazy. Like it's just not doable. Like for most people, unless like you are actually Korean. Like no joke. Like I'm not even kidding when I say like if you weren't Korean, like you didn't play this game at like max level. For the most part, there was a few people, but very rare. So let me show you the mine. So it goes into the ground, and it takes a second for it to activate, but it has to see the target, and it'll run into him and explode. And there's a lot of glitches in this game. Spider Mine not working. The Reaver can also not work, which is another unit, which we will get into later. But yeah, and you can't queue up other upgrades. Okay. Oh, that's right. I keep on hitting like different keys because I'm used to StarCraft 2, but I'll get used to this. Whiterun. Actually, I'll have to look at what he's done. I mean, for StarCraft 2, a lot of people are like, he's too old to play the game now. I don't remember him doing like super well at tournaments though. Oh, it's so weird. I'm hitting D for unload, but it's like a different hotkey because I don't know if you can actually change the hotkeys in this game, to be honest. But we just have to kill the Zerg, so we can do this actually really easy. This guy just needs to tank most of it, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to aggro with this guy, and then I'm just going to run around in circles. That's like the most efficient way. We need to build supply depots. So another kind of version of resource is called supply, and over here you'll see in the top right where it says 36 out of 36. I'm at max supply, so I cannot build any units until that actually finishes. Oh, is there gas? That's right. I guess we could. Wait, there's gas over here. Okay. Actually, we should probably just go over here. Oh, also, when you cancel buildings, at least in StarCraft 1 or 2, it doesn't refund you all of your costs. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we can just end the game right now. Pathing, yeah, StarCraft 1's pathing is pretty terrible too. Like the way that the units move, like they do it super inefficient. So that's why this game takes like way more skill, because like position matters so much more in this game. Because in StarCraft 2, things will just like path so much more efficiently. But we need stim pack on these Marines. I don't know how viable like Marines are in StarCraft 1 when you just go like just Marines compared to StarCraft 2 because it's been so long. But from what I remember, you like have to go mech in StarCraft 1 if you want to actually play this game. I like competitively, like you have to go like mech. I only like really tried climbing ladder playing Zerg, but like StarCraft 1 is, well, I don't know about now, but when I played, it was full of cheaters. So many people had so many insane hacks. Now, not even like map hack. So anyways, this is an infested command center. It's, oh gosh, what do you do to get it? It's something super obscure. It's like you have to send a queen to a command center that's really low, and they can actually make like zombie people that run and explode. They do so much damage, but realistically, you're never going to get it in a game. But yeah, once we kill that, should be the end of it. Either that, or maybe I have to kill this one last enemy, and then that's the end of the map for this one.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Marshal Raymond, by destroying the vital Confederate installation, you and your men have violated standard colonial law. As of right now, you're all under arrest. I suggest you throw down your weapons and come peaceably.
Are you out of your mind? If we hadn't burned that damn factory, this entire colony could have been overrun. Maybe if you hadn't taken your sweet time in getting here.
Now, I asked you nice the first time, boy. I didn't come here to talk with you. Now throw down them weapons.
Guess you wouldn't be a Confederate if you weren't a complete pain in the ass.
Alright, so like there's conflicts within each race, but all the races kind of fight each other. But there's some allies and stuff, but we'll get into that once we get deeper into the story. But the story does develop, so don't worry if you're like, what the heck, I'm confused. There's also cutscenes. The cutscenes are, I want to see, I actually haven't seen anything because I just started the game because it just came out. But yeah, there's cutscenes. I don't know if they remastered them or not. What's funny is this game was actually rated teen. Watch how violent this game is. Like, it's insane that it was rated teen. Like, I don't even know how they got out of it.
Hey, Sarge, why we always gotta listen to this shit for anyway?
Cause I'm in charge, that's why.
Oh, it don't seem like no good kind of reason to me. Possibly anyway. Hey, what's that?
Hold on a second.
Looks like you mashed some poor fella's dog, Sarge.
It's a Zerglin, Lester. Smaller type of Zerg. He'd be out this far unless... Oh, shit.
I love you, Sarge.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
I got your message, Magistrate. And frankly, I don't care what you have to say about Confederate regulations. You damn fringe world yokels are all alike. Don't know where your loyalties lie. Y'all have a real good day now, you hear?
Transmission ended. The report you requested is ready. 16 outland stations have reported sightings of the alien invaders identified as Zerg. The Confederates have arrested all standing militia forces and continue to avoid action against the Zerg. 3 stations have fallen to the Zerg already. We've been unable to locate any source of military relief except the extremist faction known as the Sons of Korhal. Their liaison is holding online.
Good day, Magistrate. My name is Arcturus Mensk, and I represent the Sons of Korhal. You're familiar with the Confederate propaganda surrounding my group, but your reputation suggests you'll see past it. It's never been our practice to operate in any one place for long, but these Zerg don't look like they're going to wait. I'm going to make you an offer, Magistrate. I'd like to help you out by sending down a number of transports to your colony and evacuating any survivors. You know, of course, that my organization operates outside the bounds of Confederate law. That's why they spread their lies and misinformation. If you decide to accept our help, you'll be branded as an outlaw too. But it's a chance to save those people. Time to make a stand, Magistrate.
Ending transmission. Priority alert. Evacuation zone under attack by Zerg forces. Distress beacon activated at 12:20.
Alright, so it's just survive for 30 minutes. But yeah, I noticed like the audio for like the dialogue seems really low.
Thing's on fire. You ought to send an SCV out here to repair it. You fix my backup too while he's at it.
Let's put this a little higher. Like the music's a little loud. Let's see if that fixes things a little bit. Okay. Let me know, like I said, if the game isn't loud enough though, because.
Not enough minerals.
So on this one is the first time we're going to be fighting against mutalisks. We need to get a lot of different research, like ASAP. Oh, so yeah, you can actually repair buildings as Terran. Terran's the only one that can repair buildings. The other buildings regenerate. There's also things called shields, but we'll worry about that when we get into it. Each bunker can hold 4, but if I remember correctly, 3 is optimal. Like you just want to do 3, and I'm also going to lift this off and put it right here. Put it right here because it could be a little bit closer, which means that they will technically mine faster. Oh, actually, hold on. If I do this, do they actually go back to mining? Oh, they do. So I think they've updated the AI as well. A little bit, potentially. I'm not 100% positive on it. Like, if I tell him to go back, will he mine? Because that has to be new. It is new. Okay. So they've made some adjustments, at least since last time I played it. And then, like I said, you can repair these things. Now, let me see if you can actually get the spider mines. That's at the armory. It's an advanced structure, or factory, and then they add on maybe. But we also need to get our gas going so we can get the upgrades for the damage. Now, I know the objective said survive for 30 minutes. However, that's incorrect. It's 30 minutes in game time, which doesn't translate correct. Let me go ahead and save real quick. So when you play the campaign, you definitely want to save like every 10-15 minutes, because at any point you can get completely destroyed. Like a huge wave will come and you're just out. And make sure you save like I would have like 2 saves just to be safe, because if you only have 1, like if you save at the wrong time and something comes out like right there, if you load, you're still gonna be screwed over here. But you'll see that there's Zerg that will come by, and they'll get destroyed by these marines here. However, there will be things called mutalisks, which are flying units that actually do come out. So I'm just gonna. Oh wait, you can't build the. Okay. So one strategy in this game is to actually do what's called body block, and you basically build other structures around your structure. So for example, if I was to put, like, I'll show you, two or 3 supply depots, and I position them correctly, it would funnel in the enemies and make it very difficult for them to engage. So yeah, we will definitely be doing that. Let's put everything right here. The reason why is because there will be these things called hydralisks, and you can't actually go on the offensive and kill everything, because it doesn't matter. And this objective is just to survive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so only 1 unit can attack this at a time, pretty much, unless they go all the way around, and it makes it very difficult for them. But yeah, we're gonna put one fire bat in each one of these, just because the fire bat actually does AOE. And I think that's enough SCVs. So yeah, we'll build a factory now, and let's see if we can actually get siege tanks. So I want to see. Yeah, so this is the fire bat. He has a flamethrower. He hits for 16. The Marines actually only hit for 6, but they actually fire really fast. And Marines can hit air. They're like in Warcraft, there's like land, sea, and air, and in this game it's just air and ground. Key in Starcraft is to never let any unit die, except for that guy. He can die. It's fine. Even though it would have been good if he didn't die, but yeah, it just wasn't efficient with that. I forgot what quick save was. I thought there was a button for that, but I think we'll be fine. So I wanted to get 2 fire bats, just one for each bunker, and let's build out another thing over here. And this will make it, like I said, very difficult for them to engage. And then we'll build a turret, because the turret is actually a smaller unit. But yeah. Look at this APM. Oh, look how fast we're getting it up. But yeah, important to get the range upgrade. For PvE, it's like really, really important. And in this game, I don't. Let me test this out. I think the SCVs, like once you repair something, I repaired it really fast. I couldn't tell. Because in StarCraft 2, I'm pretty sure they just repair everything. So actually, I don't know if this one's. I think that might be too far, and they're gonna attack, and the Marines aren't gonna hit. Let's find out. Actually. Oh, there's the Mutalisk that I was talking about. So yeah, these are flying units, so they can fly over the terrain and hit your guys that are gathering resources. Can I even build one over here? Hold on. Actually, no, you can't. Yeah, you can't build on the minerals. But what I can do is put one right here. That's like close enough. Yeah, the AI is not the greatest in StarCraft 1, but at the time that this was out, like it didn't really matter. Like it was just so ahead of its time. And then there's a thing called Stimpack, which lets you sacrifice your life and lets you go really fast. You'll see the AI, like I said, it's a little bit of ding dong sometimes. I'm actually going to move all of these down. Because otherwise it'll just die to, like, one Mutalisk can kill a Marine. But Marines usually, like, they trade better with Mutalisks anyways, because they're cheaper units. Because these only cost 50, while the Mutalisk costs 100 minerals and gas. And also, oh, I forgot to mention, the little thing on top right where I was talking about supply before, that actually, so when you build a unit, it tells you how much they cost. Like, this only costs 1. It's over on the, like, the far right side. So this costs, oh, you guys can't see this. Okay. Well, it basically has the mineral icon. It says 50 and then 25. And what the heck is, oh, you know what that is? That's the APM dropping under 60. That means I'm not even doing one action a minute here, which is terrible, but it's fine. It's because I was explaining things, and that will happen when I'm explaining things. But I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to build a bunker over here, and we'll just get some more Marines. So that sound, it's not normally in the game, but I added it in. It lets you know when your APM is under 60, which means you're only doing one thing a second, which is kind of bad. Like in this game, you want to do at least like two, 3 things a second. Like I said, you can spam on buttons, but it doesn't do anything. But it keeps your hands warmed up, so it's good. Hello, Miss Angel. How's it going? We only have like, it's probably more like 12 minutes, I want to say. I forgot like exactly what's the timings on this. Oh, like I said before, like the Marines will die to put one over here. Let's go repair while that one's building up the other turret. But yeah, in like Warcraft, you can actually get multiple units to build one thing, but in this game, you can't do that. The buildings are all actually different too. So some races, like the Terran, which is the human, you actually have to sit there and build it. Whereas the Zerg, your unit transforms as like a unit. It transforms into the building. And then the Protoss, they just warp in things, so you don't even need to sit there and build. Oh, you're very welcome for the host. How'd your League games go, by the way?
Not enough minerals.
I still want to play League again just to try the new CAD Arena, but I haven't played the game in so long. I don't know. Sometimes your SCVs will get stuck in things, and you can like go through units. I don't remember exactly how to do it, but there's also stacking units, which I know how to do. You have to get like an overlord. It's a little bit weird. We'll wait for that because that's like a really different level mechanic. But you can see since I've positioned it like this, do you see how the melee units, they have a tough time dealing with it because they have to get, of course, into point blank range, and if it's blocked off, they won't actually attack these. That's just how the AI works on normal attacks. Whatever they see first, they'll attack, and if they get attacked by something else while they're attacking something that does not actually attack back, then they will actually change their priority on targets. Hello, Cithras. How's it going? But hello, Simply. Earth is live right now. Oh, Roos, you want to play Earth sometime? You know, I want Earth ranked. That would be really fun. But yeah, we'll just keep on building like bunkers. Although this one will kind of be in a bad position. Let's do it over here. Because this way I can still go in and out. Oh, you can't put a rally point on the bunkers for the exit. Okay. But I don't remember how difficult the wave with the mutas is. So we're just going to preemptively build a lot of stuff. I'm going to, again, save every like 5 minutes on this specific one. Because I remember when I was little, this was really hard. But I could probably handle this, like, no problem now. Actually, do we get, okay, you can only upgrade your stuff to 1-1 in, I guess, the first few levels of the campaign. Earth comes back every now and then, but it's always... Oh, it's all random Earth? What? Dude, I don't even want to play Earth then. Oh gosh, it's doing that APM thing. I should probably actually turn that off. Let me go to options and turn that off. So in game, alright. I do want to keep the APM in game. Oh, game timer, yes. Okay. Wait, what? Okay, so this game has been running for 10 minutes, although it's been 16 minutes. I know it's weird, but that's just the way the game works. And we're gonna get some spider mines so I can throw up a bunch of mines. And we'll build more of these little, like, vultures, which is the guys that can throw down the mine.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Standing by. Outstanding. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Orders received. Right away, sir. Roger that.
We can go, like, scout out just to see what's over here, but, like, there's, like, sunken colonies, which is basically, like, the, the I'm gonna call it the monster race, because the alien race is a little bit different. Yeah, this is the Zerg. Oh, you can actually have multiple SCVs prepare a building.
Research complete is under attack.
This is actually super relevant. Oh. Like I was mentioning before, the Mutalisks are like, they're really the only threat. But you can't build on this like high ground here, which kind of sucks. Really? 404. I think you know what the answer to that. But why would they make Earth all random? That's super lame. Where's Kerrigan? I want more Kerrigan. Sarah Aria. Like the original Sarah Kerrigan before she got... No, actually, hold on. I won't ruin it. That's not until Brood War, right? I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, there's a huge, like, important part of the plot. I won't spoil it because that's... Oh, it's great. We want to put a fire bat in here. And... We have another one? Another one. Yes. So yeah, I just want to have one fire bat in the ones that are like... Oh, hold on. See, like I said, the pathing in this game is pretty bad. So a lot of times you actually have to manually do a ton of things in this game. But it's okay. It's not like the end of the world. And also, like, I need to get used to the hotkeys. Actually, I kind of want to destroy this. This is like in the way. Because I want it like specifically on like these pixels. Otherwise, it's like not efficient. But I do want to build some more turrets. Because that's like, again, the only thing that's going to really be a problem. I'm actually going to build this down here. These have like ridiculous long range. Forgot how much range these have.
10 minutes until dropship arrival.
Okay, let's save again. Even though it's totally not 10 minutes, it's 7 minutes actually. Actually, less than that. Dukang is cancer? You mean, what, you mean Wukong? Dude, do you know what I thought was broken was Evelyn. Evelyn Jungle? That was fun. But yeah, this is the only mission I think in this game where like you have to wait a long time. I think there might be another survival mission, but like there's way more action. It's just because it's in the very beginning of the game. They're trying to show you the game. Let's set up some mines though. I don't know if I can even go out. No, I can't even go out. I actually walled myself in. But I don't want to put mines here because the mines here would just blow up myself. Yeah, I don't think we can actually exit with these guys. I think if I can exit, that'll be. Oh yes, I can. Okay, so I want to put some of the mines like super far out. And yes.
No problem.
Oh no, rip. He didn't even get to use all his mines. Because if you get to at least use your mines, usually mines they trade very well for value because like these guys they don't cost very much, but I don't think there's any enemies that come over here, but for the sake of finding out for science, if that mine is still there. I don't know how many mines you can get on the map. There is a unit limit though, and it actually can matter. Meaning that after there's so many units, the game cannot create more units unless they've changed this. Because back in the day, like games actually had limits to what you could do. Like the game couldn't. It was I don't know if it was memory or like the game just couldn't handle. Like it had a limit to units. So yeah, we're gonna actually repair this guy. Yeah, you can get medics, although they don't allow you. Oh, you know what? We don't get medics until the expansion, so there will actually be no medics for the campaign in vanilla. But in Brood War, there will be medics, I believe.
Your forces are under attack.
So you'll see, almost killed them. I hate how you can't shift click, or not shift click, but you can't. I think you can rally via this. Yeah, you can. But like I said, the only problem is going to be meterless. So I'm just going to build a ton of turrets, even though I probably don't need them. I'd rather just be safe. And we already got all the upgrades. We just gotta wait like another couple minutes here. You buy lens. But yeah, Starcraft is a fantastic game. If any of you guys didn't try it out when it launched, it is a very difficult game, just as a heads up. And the learning curve is not very generous. You're gonna have to put time into it. Like I said, it'll probably get some pretty big turnout numbers for some tournaments. But overall, like I think in a couple months, the game probably won't be like a top 5 game on Twitch. But there's a lot of history with Starcraft, so I'm hoping that it will be a game that will definitely survive. But I think because it's too hard, people are just going to be like, oh, I'm going to go play like an easier game. But one thing that's kind of good is the game is not an easy game, and it's not meant for casuals. Soraka, Alice. I thought Evelyn was insane on Earth. Yeah, let's go out with our squad of boys on their backs. Oh, I just noticed my cam is actually blocking the little icon that these guys have. It doesn't really matter too much, it's just their portrait. I'm trying to think of where else I can put the cam. I'm thinking that I can move the cam to the top left, actually. In fact, I can do that like right now. Since we're just... Oh, okay, hold on. Here, what we'll do is we'll open this. We'll save really quick. And then I'll open up the menu so it doesn't lag. Give me 1 second. I'm going to actually change the cam to the top left. Actually, I have to add the game capture as well. So I'm going to add the game capture and move this over here. And we are good. Okay. And this way I'm not blocking anything. So my bad on that. I actually don't want to fight with these. Oh, do you see the pathing? Since it was blocked, it didn't even want to walk over there. See what happens with this game, and I'll show you. If the path is blocked, like the units, like they just like legit freak out. Like it was gonna try to go all the way over here, and then it would like go down, and then it just the units just they freak out and they don't know what to do, so they just kind of ding dong it up. But yeah, pretty much waiting for oh we actually have this attachment on buildings. Terran has attachments on buildings. Look, do you see him just moonwalk? What was that? Alright, but anyways, you can scan the enemy and it costs energy, but you can see the enemy base. You can see they have units that are burrowed. Units that are burrowed cannot attack in vanilla. There is an upgrade that you can get, or not upgrade it. It's just the lurker. It's an upgrade for the Hydralisk, which can be a lurker. The lurkers are, I believe, the only unit that Zerg has that can attack from underground. And the lurker is such a cool unit. It shoots up spikes. It's so cool. Coming up to the end right now. Oh, there's no difficulty in this game either.
1 minute until dropship arrival.
So it's like 20 minutes on this. But pretty much that's gonna be the end of the attacks. I think you only need one building to win this. Let's find out. I don't know if I can kill everything fast enough. Alright, we'll try to kill everything. We'll help them out. I don't think we can though. Like, there's no way. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to kill all the buildings. I should have started a lot earlier if we were gonna do that for of course the testing. But I remember when I was little, like this was like hard. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm coming in.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
Alright, I guess you guys can't see the, it says victory in the top left, but obviously we won, and we didn't lose. And it just kind of goes over the points and stuff at the victory screen. But, I hope that this cam location doesn't block the, not really.
Your tenure as Colonial Magistrate is suspended, pending an official investigation of your affiliation with the Sons of Korhal. Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey man, Arcturus's boys sprung me from the prison ship. Apparently they're as frustrated with the Confederates as we are. I know their reputation, but they seem to be on the level. I think Arcturus wanted to speak with you.
Commander, Mar Sara is almost completely overrun by the Zerg. The Confederates are abandoning the planet, and so are we. However, there is one thing I'd like to do before we leave. I want you to raid this colony's Confederate outpost and retrieve whatever design or weapons schematics that you can find in their networks. With the chaos of the Confederates' evacuation, you shouldn't have any trouble getting in or out of their installation.
I'm into it.
Alright, so we gotta retrieve the data. This is what I would call like a hero mission. So there's no building, you just go in, and these ones can be really hard if you don't know what the hell you're doing. There are so many traps and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, this is the first time I guess we get stim packs. But yeah, you just throw you in here. So I can save. It's fine, I can save over this one. So what you do is you hit, was it T? And your units sacrifice HP. It's 10 HP, but that's actually pretty big if you only have 40 HP, to do extra damage. And you have extra damage, movement speed, and I feel like the AI is a lot smarter too. Like it reacts faster because it's like faster movement. there's a lot of secrets in these. In fact, there is. I don't want to. Actually, I don't even know if it's in vanilla. I guess I'm pretty sure I remember what mission it's on. But yeah, there is a secret, and I'll show you guys. It's pretty big though. Funny thing. So these are. So I don't think. Hold on. Let me save this. So I'm going to show you guys a secret here. So because they wanted to save on animations, what they did in this game, if you slow down the speed all the way down to the slowest setting, and if I kill this unit right here, the civilian, there's a lot of units that do this. They will transform into another unit and have their death animation. It's just an interesting thing. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's very slow. The SCVs won't have it, but I'm going to just kill this one and I'll speed it back up. Yeah, there's a lot of. I know so much about Starcraft. It's so good. I'm doing a let's play of this, but yeah, let's get him. And so like right before he dies, he will transform into a Marine, which is this unit right here. Like I said, they did it with a lot of different units, but I'll just show you guys that one. Legit must be silver players. Wait, are you guys arguing over what hero is better in Earth? Because, like, I mean, I think Roos knows his stuff, and when me and Roos played, like, we straight up dominated every game. You know what's fun, though? I thought Blitzcrank was really fun. Even though I don't think he's really that insane in Earth. I mean, you can pull him over and over.
Your forces are under attack.
Actually, for the most part, you actually want Raynor in front. Like, he can't actually die, like, in the objectives, but, like, he doesn't really die anyways. And when units get low on health, you usually just rotate them to the back. If we run into a trap, I will, obviously. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, there are a ton of cheats. I'll show you guys the cheats, actually, for this game. I know, like, I think I know all of them off the top of my head. There's so many cheats for this game, actually. But I don't know if they've added them in. Like, in this game, you type them in. Okay, so we just popped Stimpack on this guy. I wanted him to go first on the Goliath, but it's fine. What the heck, the AI, man? Come on! Don't prank me, man. Did I just walk over here for nothing? No, I don't think it's nothing. Cause you teleport, and like there's a lot of like dead ends.
Teleportation field activated.
This was such a huge like thing in the game. Like to be able to teleport, there's like so many crazy things that you can do like with the user map settings, like for custom games.
Hey, you're not allowed in here.
I like how there's civilians and you just kill them. It's so cool because so many games these days are like, no, we can't kill them. Okay, so this one over here was kind of a secret. So what it does is it lets you see what you're up against. So what I can do is I can hit A on the keyboard, which is attack. Then I can designate an area, and I can click right here. I'm gonna see if the AIs will actually do it properly. But let's see if they walk there properly. Slaydra, you don't have to kill them, you monster. The civilians, they're already targeted as enemies in the game. Which I think is cool. Like again, like Call of Duty, I think it has it. What other games have it? I think 007 GoldenEye on certain missions. Like if you killed too many scientists, it was like, nah, dude, you fail mission. Dude, I like how it's just go in there and kill them. Like you only fail the mission if like the hero dies, which you know that you can't have the hero die. It's part of the story. You know, I understand. Like I understand getting a mission objective fail for that, but getting a mission objective fail for like, oh, you killed someone that wasn't doing anything, not acceptable. So many games these days, man, they're like that. And Skyrim was like you can't kill children. So this leads to nowhere, but what it does is it deactivates these turrets that spawn in. Let's go over here first, because I don't. Actually, you know what? I'm down to try. Let's do experiment, guys. Experiment. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go and not deactivate all the cameras and security things. And I'm just going to go straight towards the end, which I don't remember where it's at. It might be in the top left. Let's see how good my memory is. I want to say it's in the top left. No, it's not, because the AI is freaking out. I'm not sure if you can actually path to areas where you don't see and it play properly. Let's try right there. Because there is like walls and stuff. Yeah, the game doesn't know what to do sometimes.
Oh yeah. Sounds fun.
Again, I'm going to be saving a lot. Just because like I might rip this.
Oh yeah. Sounds fun. Right on. This should be good. Oh yeah. Sounds fun. Right on. Oh yeah.
Wait, so what do you guys argue over? Like, Wukong is not like the best?
Sounds fun.
Because as far as I remember, I think that the top tier ones were Galio and Wukong in terms of like super hard carry. Actually, oh, I actually have to use this teleport device.
Anytime you're ready. Oh yeah.
Unauthorized entry detected.
It's them. Blast them.
Blast them like they're already dead. Too fast.
Forces are under
The
attack.
heck? Oh, there was a turret that just popped out of the ground.
Right on. Oh yeah. Right on.
Oh, this is such a classic game though, man. It's great. I'm so glad that they decided to remaster this. I'm hoping that they'll do a Diablo 2 remaster, but then add new content. Oh my gosh. But I like this one, it feels a lot like Starcraft 1. Which, for a remaster, that's, I think, what some people wanted. But I really want Diablo 2 to have, like, a better movement, rather than, like, the directional movement, more of a fluid.
Sounds fun. Right on. This should be good.
Okay, we're good. I guess it was in the middle.
Hey, we found the plans, man. Have the transports waiting when we come out.
The data disk. And that's it. That's one of the hero missions. I call them hero missions because usually what you do is you go in with a hero and a bunch of units, and you just go in. And you only got that. In the wake of the chaos, during invasion, the sons of Coral escape with a stone down. I'm wondering if this is new. If anyone played the original game recently, like this little thing, I think they just added it to make it a little bit easier to follow. Fling to the border colony of Antigua Prime. Arcturus' group now plans its next crucial moves against the Confederacy. So that guy's like, he's considered like bad, but you're working with him now. I don't know if you guys caught that from the story, but I'll try to explain it as much as I can from memory. But anyways, 13 hours after the evacuation of Marsara, Protoss warships took up orbit around the colony and unleashed a massive planetary bombardment. All life upon the surface was extinguished. So this is another race. There's 3 races right now. We'll get into like another race later, but for the most part, there's 3. Revolution.
Hey, man. Headquarters has begun analysis of the discs. They expect to have them decoded shortly. I hope whatever's on those discs is worth it.
Receiving incoming transmission from Arcturus Minsk.
You and Captain Rayner have done well, Commander. I believe our efforts have weakened the Confederacy's grip on the fringe worlds. But our job out here isn't done yet. Lieutenant Kerrigan, my second in command, will elaborate.
I'll get straight to the point. Our sources tell us that Antigua Prime is ready to begin open revolt against the Confederacy. Unfortunately, the Confederates seem to be aware of this as well. They've stationed a large detachment of Alpha Squadron troops there, under the command of General Duke.
It will be your job, Commander, to free this colony and show our good intent to the Antiguan people. Lieutenant Kerrigan will help you deal with Duke's officers. The rest of the Confederates are yours to deal with.
That's so cool, because back in the day, this was all voice acted too. So we have to bring her to the Antigua and defend the Antiguan rebels. Kerrigan and Rayner have to survive in this. Yeah, Kerrigan's definitely the hottest character in the game. Alright. Both the Terran Wraith and Ghost have the ability to cloak. While cloaked, they are. Okay, I already knew that. Tell me something I don't know, Kappa. Oh, by the way, she can read minds. And, I'll show you guys a bunch of Easter eggs, actually. There's Easter eggs for other Diablo games. But I want to go over Kerrigan's first, because she has, like, the best. Because what you do is you click on a character long enough, and it'll have other voice lines.
I finished scouting out the area and... You pig!
What? I haven't even said anything to you yet. telepath. Look, let's just get on with this, okay?
Right.
Okay, so I'll show you guys what I'm talking about after, because there's gonna be a lot of downtime after we like establish a base.
It'd be a pleasure. I read you. I hate these things. They can sense me even when I'm cloaked.
So yeah, cloak.
These out.
If you click on a unit, it'll say detector. That means it can see cloaked units, which means the unit would be invisible, like Sombra.
Thinking the same thing.
That's all I can think of. That's like what other game has a relevant cloak?
It'd be a pleasure. I gotcha.
Like I could just cloak and do it really slow, but I'm gonna do these most of these fast because I can beat this pretty easy.
I gotcha. Thinking the same thing.
And if you're wondering why I'm moving, it's to position the units to get closer so everything can attack.
I read you.
But actually, her range I think is longer. Oh, also the numbers are incorrect on ghosts. They actually have a shotgun. Okay, hold on. Let's see
I gotcha.
if I can do it from this angle. So cloaking costs energy to activate it. And see how like they can't attack me, even though there's a turret right here. They have a range. It's like I'm like right outside the range. It's probably like this. I don't know the exact integer for it, but yeah, they don't tell you that much. It's like games back in the day. I mean, we're talking 1997. Things are a little bit more cryptic here, but I'm just gonna kill this bunker because otherwise we're gonna take too much damage, and it's really not worth it.
I'm ready.
So you'll see it says that I do 30 damage, but it's only doing like 8 damage? 9 damage? Yeah, the integers are incorrect on ghosts.
It'd be a pleasure. Lieutenant Terran reporting. What now? I'm ready.
Oh.
Thinking the same thing.
Well, this is irrelevant right now.
I gotcha.
I want to actually let him tank. Oh, some units actually have armor. So armor in this game, whatever damage they would do, so like this does 8, this has 3 armor, it would just do 5.
Ready. I read you. It'd be a pleasure. Thinking the same thing. Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
Actually, I can just do this. I can just cloak, walk in, take control of the base, and then we should be okay. You can also lock down units, which makes it so that they can't play. Like they can't do anything. But I don't think you can attack them, if I remember correctly. But we'll take over this base. It's gonna take a second. Kerrigan kills the officer.
Business on this end, Commander.
It's so
I
cool.
think the Antigans are ready to back us up too.
That's right. We've tolerated these Confederate goons long enough.
Base is under attack.
That's cool. Can you rally on a mineral?
Commander, rock and roll.
Okay.
Anytime you're ready. Right on.
SCV good to go, sir.
This should be good.
So I'm using that thing to kite. I'm gonna decloak her. You can actually cloak inside, which is actually bad because like it doesn't actually help you because they're just gonna shoot through that thing. So what is the objective here?
I'm picking up a large Confederate
Oh, we have to destroy them.
force advancing on our position.
Well, they're not wasting any time.
Rock and roll.
Alright, so this is the first mission. I think we're going to be building another base. I will show you guys the cheat codes in this section here. So basically we're supposed to build a base and then attack them. And I want to complete the game without cheats, but I will do it at like the very end of this mission. So that way it's not like I'm actually cheating to beat it. I don't know if you get an achievement for like beating the game without the cheats, but like I honestly could play through this game so many times. I've probably played through it like 10 times. But keep in mind, I haven't played the game in a long time. Also, looks like they redid the. Wait, you can scroll in? What? What? That's amazing. The water looks great though. Like it still like matches like the original like, but it still looks like good. It looks good. I don't know if I like these little like plants in the bottom though.
Attack formation. Vector.
I'll get confused that it's a cloaked unit, that's why. Because units can have cloak. What the heck? Why aren't these guys mind the minerals? What you waiting for? Like ding dongs over here. Alright. We need to also get gas. So we need to get 3 SCVs on the gas. Actually, I should move this over. Oh gosh. The AI is just not optimal. Should move over like. Alright, never mind.
Reporting for
They should actually go back to mining. Yeah? Okay.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Alright.
Standing by. Outstanding.
I don't know why there's like a setup over here. Looks like it's pretty generous. Maybe they're trying to set you up so like, oh, build another base, and this should be 400.
Not enough minerals.
What's weird is a lot of these integers are very similar to the new StarCraft.
Not enough minerals.
Actually, I want this. Oh, we have to have an academy.
Orders, Captain.
But yeah, getting that other base up first is going to be key. So I'm going to go ahead and just see what we're up against. Oh gosh. There is a base over there. I'm probably just going to go get a bunch of wraiths.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Because our flying unit.
Jacked up and good to go.
Reporting for duty.
Transmit coordinates.
So what does the wraith cost? 100 and then 150?
Not enough
Oh,
minerals.
150 and then 100. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
We can build a supply depot, which this will actually give us, I believe, 10. Yeah, it gives us 10.
Not enough minerals.
So yeah, we're pretty much just at this slower pace. Oh, so I can show you what I was talking about before. Once I find Kerrigan. Okay, here she is.
What now?
Right, let's move her over here so she doesn't get like cucked
I'm
by
ready.
the other like sounds in the
I
game.
gotcha.
All right.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting. I'm waiting on you. What now?
Rate the waiting on
Doesn't take a
orders.
telepath to know what you're thinking.
You know what? I feel like the music is gonna like overrate it. So let me just put that at like. Okay.
You may have time to play games. I'm waiting on you. I'm ready. Easily amused, huh? You get off on annoying people, don't you? I'm waiting on you. What now? Easily amused, huh? You get off on annoying people, don't you? Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
What? No, she has. Unless they redid the voice lines and they removed some of them.
Anytime you're ready.
We'll try it this way.
Go ahead, Commander. What's your problem, man? I knew I should have stayed in bed this morning. Rainer here. This is Jimmy.
Okay, what was hers?
now? I'm waiting on you. Easily amused, huh? You get off on annoying people, don't you? I'm ready.
I thought she had more voice lines, but there's a lot of like I said, there's Easter eggs for like other Blizzard games. It's awesome.
Jacked up and good to go.
What now?
Reporting in.
More importantly, I need to get a bunch of wraiths.
Not enough minerals.
Wraiths can actually also get cloak. I want to get some dropships to show you guys too, actually. Oh, we have to have the control tower for dropships. What? Okay.
I read you. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
Actually, I don't know if they mine, which kind of sucks, but
Orders, Captain.
we'll see.
Not enough minerals.
But I can't actually get to the other side without getting dropships, so we're gonna have to do this. And at the very end, I will I will show you guys all those cheat codes. I can show you God mode. So if you want God mode, you type in power overwhelming. Cheat enabled. So let's make it so your units can't die, and if you want to disable it, power overwhelming.
SCV good to go, sir.
I'll just go over the cheat codes. Like I'll still technically have to do this. If you want to beat the level without doing anything, you type in "there is no cow level," and that will just instantly beat the mission for you. Now, if you want to get the entire mini map, like over here, it's Operation Sea Wall, and that will
Base is under attack.
well. They just made a drop. This thing will take so long to kill it. I'm not even gonna waste units on it. Okay. I thought that was supposed to give me. Oh, if you want to get infinite food, which is the thing on the top right, it's food for thought. and then that lets you go over the limit. If you, I thought it was Operation Seawall. Does anyone remember the sheet for the see everything? There's also the Gathering. Is it not the Gathering? Oh gosh. Black Sheep Wall. Thank you. What does Operation Seawall do then? Is it Black Sheep Wall? Oh, okay. That's how you get the entire mini map. If you want to disable it, Black Sheep Wall. Again, even though it will take a second. It still has Fog of War, but it still shows you like everything on the map. Yeah, I thought it was Operation Seawall as well. There's also what's mine is mine. There's also that gives you minerals, and then that's breathe. Oh, if I can spell breathe. Breathe Deep gives you like 500 gas. Show Me the Money will give you like 1,000 of each, I think. But I'm not going to use cheats. I mean, this one, like, it's going to be a while before we get to do anything. This one's probably one of the slower ones because, like, well, like I said, I can beat the game regardless if we use cheats or not. It gets a little bit harder. This one's not a difficult map at all. It's just going to be a little bit time consuming, so I might use some cheats to speed them up. Oh, is Operation Seawall to build uber fast? I think that that's what Operation Seawall is. So what we'll do is, for the sake of having fun, like I said, we'll beat the game without cheats. But some of the instances where it's like wait a long time, I'm going to speed up the game, just for the sake of it being a better playthrough. Because I do want to play through all of this. Heck, dude, you can also use your buildings to scout out. So let's also build see if we can build an armory. Oh, you can't build an armory this time. Yeah. All right. Well, that's fine. So you can see my my food over here on the top right. It's in red, which means I don't actually have the food to support what I have. But the reason why we're allowed to do it is because we use the cheat. But yeah, we'll just get a bunch of wraiths and we'll go on a mission. Oh, these can also cloak. So to stack your units, well, this one's you can stack like any flying unit by just clicking on the minimap, I believe. You can also have like a control group. It's much more relevant with Nautilus to do these kind of things. I'm canceling the attack.
Your forces are under attack.
So we're gonna have 2 control groups. So like in StarCraft 1, you're only allowed to have 12 units on one group. But in StarCraft 2, you could have unlimited, which was a huge upgrade for casuals. But like I'm okay with it because I did play this game a lot, but even a lot, like that doesn't. It's not the same amount, like, compared to, like, people that actually play this game. Yeah, it's basically we're just gonna kill everything. Wow, what a cheater though. Are you able to group? No, you can't. You can still only have 12. They kept everything pretty much original. There has been a few changes to like how mining works though as an SCV. Like if you put back the minerals, it'll automatically mine again. But that might have been a patch that like I was unaware of. Yeah, you still hotkey the groups. Like I have you can still hotkey the buildings. You can only hold one building though. Like StarCraft 2 is such a huge improvement in terms of like making it so much easier to manage things. But like that's why some people really like StarCraft 1. Oh, let's get some dropships just for fun. So this is a dropship.
Can I take your order?
We can pick up units and drop them off. Let's go ahead and pick up. Some units will take up more space. Like the general infantry will take 1. Actually, we're not going to take Kerrigan. In the off chance that she dies, I do not want to do this mission over again. Alright.
I'm listening.
Oh, it's not D for unload all? Okay.
We're in for some chops.
Yeah, it's just gonna take us a few seconds. One thing that's kind of annoying with StarCraft 1 is some of the objectives are legit kill every single unit that your opponent has. And it takes a while. It's cool that I can actually see this. I like how they built the command center over here. We'll land our building over in their base and we'll start building units at their base just for fun. But man, this is just so nostalgic, man. So I'm gonna focus fire, kill things a little bit faster. So Terran units, when the building's on fire and it's reached a certain integer, I'll try to show you guys on this one. So, no, stop attacking it. Okay, so when certain buildings reach a certain integer, they'll be on fire. Well, if I can see it, and they'll actually burn to death. So you can see it's at 43, 42, 41, 39. So yeah, that's a thing in the game. It's when I believe the building is all in red. Well, either way, these will both die anyways.
Transmit coordinates. Reporting in. Attack formation. Coordinates received.
And that's dead.
Attack formation. Transmit coordinates.
Oh, so the upgrades that you get do not carry over. Oh, there's a mine right there. Get pranked. So yeah, you had to kill every single unit. Minus the mines. I think it's every single building? I don't remember in StarCraft vanilla, but yeah. Oh, we got another cutscene. Like I said, some of the cutscenes are super violent, and it got away with a teen rating. I don't know if this is going to be one of them, but... The cutscenes also, I think, are remastered, which that's really good. But it's still, it looks like the original, but just real crisp. Compared to what it looked like before. A little bit of a 144p. No red 2.
It appears that the Confederates are in a state of panic about the Antiguan revolt. I'm picking up a high number of Confederate transmissions going back and forth between their outposts and their headquarters on Tarsonis. Most of the transmissions are heavily coded, but wait, here's something.
There's a General Duke calling from Alpha Squadron flagship NORAD 2. We've crash-landed and are being hit hard by the Zerg. Request immediate backup from anyone receiving this signal. Repeat, this is a Priority 1 distress call.
Zerg? Here? Serves them right. About time they got a taste of what it's like to be in there mixing it up.
Jim, I want you to move in and save that base.
I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
Arcturus, have you lost your mind?
Listen, I know Duke's a cold-hearted bastard, but an entire colony shouldn't have to suffer for that. Besides, a Confederate general could prove to be a powerful ally. This is an opportunity we cannot miss.
I don't like this at all.
I'm not asking you to like it. I'm asking you to do it.
Yes, sir.
Great. Let's get this over with.
So the mouth doesn't match up with that. That's fine. Ah, gosh, that's General Duke. Yes, that is indeed the General Duke. So we're gonna have to find his dropship, and we're gonna have to rescue him, save our boy Duke, and yeah, basically extract our boy. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit save right here. And this mission is actually really important. I believe this mission is really important to the whole basically the outcome of the story. This mission's really important, and I'm gonna end it right here for StarCraft. Only for today though. Well, hope you guys enjoyed seeing the remastered game. It's a blast to play. Like I said, the next mission is one of the key pivotal moments in the game's campaign. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some of the StarCraft campaign. But we're not actually ending stream.